Cody Jackson here. This is my first official video here. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Start my own YouTube channel about fitness and nutrition. We'll have some arm wrestling through in there. I am a pro arm wrestler.
Go!
But mostly I want to help people with struggle of losing weight and being healthy. Mostly being healthy. Most of my family has struggled with weight loss most of our life. I'd like to tell y'all about my experience with the carnivore diet. I've tried many diets throughout the past and none of them have helped me like this diet has. I've been on it for a year and a half or so now, but within that year and a half, it's impacted my life. I feel better than I've felt in 20 years. So there's 3 rules of carnivore diet. You eat anything that comes from animals, eat when you're hungry, and eat till you're full. So that's the 3 rules. We'll cook some food and we'll get out there. We're gonna do some arm workouts today. Let's get into some cooking and some real food, you know. Cast iron skillet. Gotta have a cast iron skillet if you're gonna be cooking beef. Keeps all them good flavors in it. Don't never wash it. We don't never wash it. So, I'm gonna start out with some ground beef here. We'll go ahead and pull the bacon out and we're gonna get some of them straight from the butt of the chicken egg there. Another thing with carnivore, we do not use any kind of seed oils. So any kind of fat, I keep all my bacon grease. Pork tallow. One of my friends, he butchered a hog and he gave me some. I'm just gonna use butter today. I'm a big fan of real butter. We don't use margarine around here. It's got vegetable oil in it. The big thing about vegetable oil, it don't break down in your body. So anything that comes from an animal will break down at a lower temperature than your body. So that way it'll go through your arteries and everything. It'll flow through your arteries. I'm not a doctor. I have done the research. I want to get the word out there for this diet for sure. We're going to use some butter. We just heat it up here. I know this sounds crazy, everything I'm eating, because most of the stuff the doctor says not to eat, you know? But it's really the stuff you eat with this. If we was cooking this with vegetable oil, canola oil, all that stuff, you know, that's the stuff that clogs your arteries. I don't consider this a diet. This is more of a way of life. Just like I'm a Christian, so Christianity, that's a way of life. That's not a religion to me. It's just changing your thinking. Changing your thinking on how you look at food, what's good for you, what's bad for you. We're gonna get the air fryer started here for our bacon. I think it gets it done a little bit faster, and I can cook my beef over here while I'm cooking my bacon and almost have them, you know, synced up. This right here, this is gonna be your best friend, especially within the first 2 weeks you do carnivore. This is not just salt, this is electrolytes. You know, a lot of people think it's just salt, you know, but when we think electrolytes, what we think of? We think of Gatorade, Powerade. Most of that stuff is junk. This is what you need right here. That first 2 weeks is critical. You have to stay as strict as you can those first 2 weeks. Your gut biome is gonna change, well, that's normal. If you've ever noticed when you eat a lot of grain and stuff like that, when you're eating this diet, your body's absorbing all the nutrients in the food. This food is so nutrient dense that your body's absorbing all of it. So I mean, if that don't make you a believer, you know, after you start the diet, you actually experience it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. You go out there and try it. I promise you it's gonna change your life. You don't know how much pain you're in until you actually go on a diet like this and the inflammation starts coming off your body. We're gonna throw about 6 pieces of bacon in there. I'm a father. I live out in the middle of nowhere, mess around finding out land. So usually I have blocks of cheese I can shred up myself. The reason I don't use this like shredded cheese all the time, notice it don't stick together. The reason for that is they put starch in it. The best thing to do is just get a block of cheese and shred it. And you don't want to just go crazy with cheese. You ain't a real man unless you pull your bacon out with your fingers. Get these eggs mixed up. I'll show you a little trick to these eggs. Put a little salt in there. Put some of that on there too. And then if it's not salty enough, once you get so far into this diet, your body's gonna tell you what you need. So if it's not salty enough, put some more salt on it. None of that crap from the grocery store, the whole milk, which my kids got some whole milk in there. Half and half. You wouldn't think put half and half in your eggs, would you? It don't take much, just enough to make them fluffy. That's all you want. When you're on this diet, fat is your energy source. You have two sources of energy. You have fat and you have carbs. So carbs is not a sustainable energy. Fat's more of a sustainable energy. Guys, if you like this type of stuff, if you like what I'm bringing you here, subscribe, share, like, all that good stuff. Help me out. You know, I want to grow this channel. I want to get out to as many people as I can. Yes. Think about it. This guy's gonna have a heart attack. Clog your arteries and all that stuff. Red meat's so bad for you. I think it's mostly the seed oils and stuff that you cook with that's the worst thing for you, the carbs and all that. Well, it's just like a race car. You wouldn't put, you know, low grade fuel in a top fuel drag car, would you? That's the way I look at this. This is the best fuel that you can run your body off of. It all absorbs into your body. You get more nutrients from it. It's way more nutrient dense. So, we got most of that down. We're gonna go out here and destroy some weight and we're gonna show them some balls. So today we're gonna hit some arms. So we're gonna be doing bicep and tricep. I'm gonna run y'all through the stuff I'm gonna be doing. One of the number one things you need to learn before you start putting heavy weights on. Once you learn the technique, the weight will come. So we're gonna get started here. We're gonna warm up some biceps. We'll get some of these baby weights here, which may not be baby weights to some of y'all. We're gonna warm up the bicep. So we'll do some bicep curls here, and then I'm gonna go over and hit dips. I'm gonna superset that. A superset is where you're doing multiple body parts. I guess it could be the same body part, but you're hitting different styles of workouts for that muscle. I'm probably gonna do 12, 12. I'm gonna try to add a 10 every time we do this. Triceps. You're hitting triceps, but you're also hitting some of the chest. To me, once you get to this movement, you're able to do this. I just feel like you accomplish more. If you can't do dips, do dip assists and work your way up to it. You can also do dips on a bench. You can put your hands on a bench and do dips like that too, and work your way up to doing full body. Sweat's coming out now, boys. So when you get your form down, you're going to be able to feel if you're actually hitting that muscle, because you'll feel it in that muscle. On a normal workout where I'm just doing one body part at a time, when I get to that burning feeling, I may go ahead and add a few more reps in, just to get that burn a little, like, surpass the burn. And it's okay, guys. You don't get to your 12th rep or whatever you're shooting for on your last set. It's no big deal, as long as you feel like you got the most you could get out of it. And again, guys, make sure, if you like this content that we're bringing you, make sure you subscribe, share, like, and leave us some comments in there. What do you want to see next? See a big deadlift? Me talk more about carnivore, which I'm going to talk about carnivore anyway. But see y'all next time. Cody Jackson with Militia.